Strange game that, Ryan. Made a bit of a dash for the line at the end though. The 180s in the last couple of legs really sort of helped you seal it.
Yeah, I was trying to, just thinking, right, just finish off the game. And scoring was very hit and miss again, same as sort of the Jeff Raiders 1 game. I don't know whether the break for Christmas helped us really. There's a lot of pressure in that game. Looking at the rankings, I think that made me jump him in the rankings by a smidgen, you know. And whether that was on our minds, I don't know. But just happy to get over the line, really.
You're a player who looks at things like that then. You look at permutations, you look at rankings, you look at where people could be at the end of this tournament, and obviously yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I try not to, but, you know, it's right there in front of your face. And I think it's not helped me when it's come to qualifying for the match play and stuff like that. I missed out by, I don't know what it was this year. Absolutely gutting. But, yeah, it's just one of those things. I don't think the break for Christmas helped either of us. If you look at how Kim played in his first 2 games, he played absolutely fantastic. And I was thinking, I'm going to have to play really well to beat him here. And, you know, that was sort of an average performance, and I just managed to sneak over the line.
The fact that you've reached the last 16 of the William World Championship for the second time, but without really hitting top gear, can that be viewed as a good thing?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely more to come. I'm hitting everything backstage, but then all of a sudden I get to the stage and, you know, it's very hit and miss. I think my scoring in my first game was really good. And then my finishing my second game was good. And I was thinking to myself, you know, if you can put those two together, who knows what you can do, you know, but you just got to take the chances that you're given. And, you know, Kim gave me a lot of chances there. He missed a lot of doubles. You know, it must be tough for him having to stay here over Christmas and not seeing his little one. And, you know, I'd like to wish him a safe trip home and, you know, all the best.
Well, every single game so far you've gone in as a favourite, either a heavy favourite or a narrow favourite. Might not be the case in the next round if it is James Wade. I've got no idea what it'll be if it's Stephen Bunting, but you like being the underdog, don't you?
Yeah, I prefer that. I mean, if you look at the way Kim's played in his first 2 games, I really don't know I'm the favourite for this game. You know, that seems crazy to me, but, you know, I don't make the odds. But yeah, I mean, rankings-wise, you'd probably see Wade winning that game. But, you know, Bunting's very unpredictable and, you know, he could turn James over. You don't know. You know, it doesn't matter who I play. I think I've just got to actually turn up and play my own game and just go from there, really.
Turn up and play your own game. It's not just a first ever quarter-final at the William World Championship. It's potentially first semi or a final or winning the whole thing, isn't it?
Yeah, you never know. I mean, stranger things have happened. I think I've got the game to go all the way if I can, you know, put it together. Just don't know why it's not really happening at the moment. But, you know, you can't do anything else other than win, you know. You'd rather be in this tournament now playing rubbish or, you know, average rather than, you know, being on a plane home or driving home. So, you know that's all you can do.
Well done. You're winning.
Cheers, Dan. All the best.
Ryan, congratulations. You talked about the Christmas break there. Did it feel like a brand new tournament starting over again when you arrived today?
Yeah, I think you'd prefer to sort of have maybe a day off and play again. My last game was on the 20th, I believe, against Jeffrey. So, you know, I've had a week off, pretty much. You know, I've enjoyed that with my kids and, you know, I had a great Christmas. Can't say I enjoyed waking up at 6 o'clock yesterday morning to drive back, you know, but, you know, you got to take the rough with the smooth and, you know, there's thousands of people that would, you know, tear their right arm off to be in my position and still be in the tournament over Christmas. And, yeah, I mean, you know, who knows what I can do if I actually put my game together all in one, you know, all at once.
Do you think that was a huge benefit to you going home for Christmas, that mindset, the fact you got to get away from here when other players didn't?
Yeah, I think, yeah, that perhaps messed with Kim's head a little bit because if you look at how he played in his first 2 games, you know, he was really good. And I was thinking, you know, I'm going to have to actually turn up here to win. But that was just one of those dodgy games, you know, where he let me off loads and I was sort of letting him in a couple legs and, you know, real scrappy game. But, you know, over the last couple of months, those scrappy games I've been on the wrong end of, you know, where perhaps, you know, I could have won. But, you know, there's no better place to, you know, be winning those games, you know, than here. So, you know, I'll take it. You know, there's nothing more you can do than win. And just, you know, I just look forward to the next game.
The way 2020's gone, we've seen numerous new winners of tournaments. Do you get the feeling that it could be going to happen again here at Ali Pali on the biggest stage of them all?
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I think the strength and depth in the PDC now is the best it's ever been. I think if you just look at the last 3 or 4 tournament winners, I mean, Jose de Souza winning the Grand Slam, he played fantastic. And, you know, to people that perhaps don't watch the game and follow it on the Pro Tour and stuff like that, seen that as a surprise, but that was no surprise to me at all. You think he played in the winter, was it the Winter Series, where he reached 2 finals and a semi-final. That takes some doing on the Pro Tour, you know, because they're very tough to make the latter stages of. And, you know, that was no surprise to me. And, you know, if I put my game together, who knows what I can do, you know. So I'm just happy to get through that game. That was, you know, it was really tough mentally.
Now the format goes up as well. Does that suit you, knowing that you can make a mistake early on and there's still time to come back in these games?
Is it still first to 4 or first to 5? Is it 4 again still? Yeah. So yeah, I think the first 4 helps, and I think playing Stephen Bunting would be a good game, considering 3 of his darts adds up to one of mine, you know, in the weight. That would be quite funny. But, you know, you can't count James Wade out. You know, his finishing's fantastic and he's so solid, very hard to beat. And, you know, that'll be a tough game for both of them.
Right, congratulations.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Ryan, you talked earlier about the match play and missing out there. Would a deep run here, obviously you've gone further than before, would a deep run here put that sort of thing out of your mind and all the other tournaments like you know?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was obviously gutting to miss out on the match play by £1,000, whatever it was. But, you know, once I've missed out on that, you know, that's gone from my mind, you know, you can't do nothing about that. And obviously, with the prize money being so top heavy in this tournament, this is the place where you want to do well. And lucky enough, in the last couple of years, I've been able to do well, and this year as well. And yeah, I mean, I'd like to push my way into the top 32 by the end of this tournament. Obviously, I need to win my next game to do that, I imagine. But you know, it's not the end of the world. If not, I think I've definitely got the game to do that going into next season. And yeah, I mean, I think majors wise, I've not done myself justice at all this season. I think, you know, that first round loss to Dane Oppett in the Grand Prix, and I lost to Callum Ridds at the Players' Champs and stuff like that. I think, you know, just look back at certain moments in games and think I've missed my opportunity, and you know, it's kind of come around in a full circle where Kim, you know, missed a lot of chances against me here, and you know, this is the best place where you can get a bit of luck, you know, so you can't do nothing else.
You talk about breaking into that top 32, that does a lot of favours for yourself in terms of qualifying for those tournaments, doesn't it? Take a little bit of pressure off.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure off. Like I said in the past, I think for this tournament, I think playing sort of a prelim game gives you that advantage where you've had that game on stage already and you play a seed and they come in a little bit cold. But you know, if in the top 32, I'll obviously take that, you know, and you know, who knows where I can get to. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Right, you were saying about going home over Christmas. Do you think that will help you in the long run as the tournament goes on, considering for most players they had to stay over Christmas?
Yeah, I think, you know, I've been able to go home and spend some time with my kids, you know, and watching them open their presents, you know, is what everyone wants to do, you know. So I feel sorry for people that were stuck here. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait for my next game now. I don't know whether I'm playing tomorrow night or I've got a day off, I'm not sure, but I'll be ready to go for the next game for sure.
Are you glad to have that repetition and then game by game instead of having that break?
Yeah, I think it's better to play sort of maybe have a day off and then play rather than have, you know, obviously Peter Wright's had God knows how many days off, so you don't know how he's going to perform when he comes back, but you know, he's obviously world champion and world class, so that may not affect him as much, but I prefer to sort of play day after day after day. I feel like when I play like that, I sort of get better and better, whereas today it felt more like you're just starting again, you know. So, yeah, you know, I think I'll play better in my next game than I did today for sure.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
And then